Hey guys, Voice of the Voiceless here, and I'm back with another video and another review as I am filming with my new camera for this time. Check it out. Do you like it? Do you not? Let me know. And just a couple reminders before I start the video is make sure you check out my channel. Make sure you subscribe if you want to and like my channel and my videos. And check my Twitter at Voice Ramon. I'll put the link in the description below. And last but not least, make sure uh, you you check out Big Bernie Cool's YouTube channel. I'll probably put his link in the description below. And check out the podcast me and him did on our preview on Payback. But and we're gonna do a lot more in the future as they're getting really popular. So check that out. But what we're gonna do today is before I did my King of the Ring 2002 review, which interesting enough happened in the month of June, and it is June right now, June 1st, as I'm hoping the video will upload by then. And I'm doing another June pay per view, getting that June pay per view mood. As you guys can see, my whole collection, my new camera. But today we're gonna be doing One Night Stand 2005. I'm gonna get it right here. ECW One Night Stand 2005 happened on June 12th, 2005, at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. And we're gonna go to the here to do the review. And this pay per view happened because of the high demand of the fans wanting ECW back. And I started actually watching a month after this pay per view. So I didn't really know much about it until I actually bought the pay per view. As I was 10 when I started watching WWE, and I knew nothing of ECW until they came back in 2006. But I read about it, and this pay per view got actually no hype to it. It was just there was like no storylines leading into it. Just I think all the WWE, it was mostly built around WWE against ECW and all the WWE guys trying to crash, and you had some former ECW guys who were also WWE guys like Benoit and Guerrero and Jericho who wanted to have their one last match for ECW, and so the WWE guys were harassing them, and that's what I got. That's what I read about, like some of the thing that was going on. It wasn't really a fuse between any of the matches. So we're gonna begin. Flip it to the back. If you look inside the DVD, there's nothing inside. Just there's no insert or anything. It's just the disc, One Night Stand. But we'll go to the back, and we're gonna begin with the first match, which was Lance Storm versus Chris Jericho. Commentary was done by Joey Styles and Mick Foley, actually, which was pretty good commentary. But the first match was Lance Storm versus Chris Jericho. This is actually billed as Lance Storm's retirement match, and this is a very good match but it was very short. It was very technical. I probably would have rated this a 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 if it would have gotten 5 more minutes and a decent finish. But as most people know, this had a bad finish as Lance Storm's buddy Justin Credible came in and helped him get the victory over Chris Jericho. I would give this match a 7 out of 10, but it was a very good opening match. Get the tone and everything, and I liked it for what it was. Not too long, but if it was longer, I would have probably rated it better. Next, we have the three-way dance, the insane luchador Super Crazy versus Tajiri with the Sinister Minister and Mikey Whipwreck, and Little Guido with the rest of FBI. And this match was really good too. It was very short. It was actually shorter than the Lance Storm Jericho match. I think it was like 7 minutes long for a three-way dance, which is insane. This had great spots like Crazy doing the moon flip off, or the moonsault off the balcony, and Mikey Whipwreck doing what do you call the whippersnapper, which is the Stone Cold Stunner, but he did it off the top rope, which is really cool. But this match was good as is. I believe Crazy got the victory and I would actually rank this a 7.5 out of 10, as I thought it was a little bit. I don't think it was better than Jericho and Storm, but it was more entertaining. So it was actually shorter too, but it was really entertaining. So I liked it. Next we have, I believe, oh yeah, RVD comes in. He does an awesome promo, full on shoots on how he's injured and how WWE mistreats him, and this full on shoot is really cool. And then Rhyno interrupts him, and then Sabu runs down to save him because RVD is injured. So we have a match between Sabu and RVD and Sabu and Rhyno, excuse me. And this match was again very very short, 5 minutes long, I believe. There were some really good spots, but at the same time there weren't really any. It wasn't really that good. So I would rank it a 5 out of 10. So next we have Rey Mysterio, another luchador match. Rey Mysterio, former ECW star, against Psychosis. This was these two usually have really good matches. If you guys really want to check out some of their good matches, ECW Bloodsport DVD has a really good match between the two, a Mexican death match. And they also had a very, very good match at Bash of the Beach, 1996. One of my favorite matches of all time. So check that out. That's one of their better matches. But this match, first of all, it was really weird because Psychosis came down without his mask on, and a lot of fans were really not happy with Psychosis. He was a heel, but at the same time, since he was a former ECW star, I sort of wish he was happy to be in ECW, but he didn't really seem like it. I know Psychosis had his WWE run afterwards without his mask with the Mexicools, as I remember. When I first started watching, I thought the Mexicools were really funny as they came on their lawnmowers. But this match was this wasn't really that good. I was really hoping for the better, but there were some spots, but Psychosis really slowed down the tempo. He was doing a lot of rest holds, which the fans were not happy at all. I would rate this a 6 out of 10. It was alright, but it was really not as good as it could have been. Next we have Eddie Guerrero versus Chris Benoit, yes. And if you guys know these two guys, then you know they'll always put on a great match. They did not get a lot of time. I believe they got like 9. I think it was the longest match on the card actually, which was like 10 minutes. But still, it was still a very very good match. If you want to check out a better match between the two, highly suggest Vengeance 2003. And I believe the Chris Benoit Hard Knocks DVD has a couple of his matches of the Guerrero, but I don't have that DVD, so. But as it's pretty rare. But this match was really good as it was. It was I would actually rank it the second best match of the night. Very good technical, stiff match between the two, and the crowd was really into it and didn't disappoint. As I would rate this a 8 out of 10. So next, I believe, is one of my favorite matches of all time. Definitely the match of the night for me. It is just, I don't know like what you guys think of it, but this match was absolutely awesome to me, as no pun intended, as this was just spot after spot. It was Masato Tanaka versus Mike Awesome in an Extreme Rules match. This match was just incredible. This match was so good. I'll just go on YouTube sometimes and just watch that match because it's just so many spots. Because Tanaka probably just told Awesome, just throw him. Just don't care what he does to him. Just toss him around, throw him. Tanaka was injured before he came into the match. He had like a shoulder injury, and but Awesome did not let down as Tanaka did get a lot of offense. He got some really good chair shots. There was a lot of tables. He was tossed all through the ropes, through tables. There was just tables everywhere, and chairs, and it was just incredible. The ending, he power bombs him off the top rope into a table, and one of the legs is sticking up, so he sort of lands his back on one of the legs, and then Awesome bombs him through another table off the ring, out of the ring, into a table, and then he dives over the top rope like head first torpedo style right into Tanaka and gets the pin, which is just an incredible finish to an incredible spot match. Uh, it's one of my favorite matches of all time just to watch. As Awesome never really had a bad match, which is a lot of people don't really think that, but he really didn't. If you look at some of his stuff, don't look at his WCW stuff. It's his ECW matches that were just incredible. Just my opinion, though. But I would rank this a 9 out of 10, if 9.5 even. But I'll give it a 9 out of 10. And last but not least, oh yeah, before that we had our it's a promo. I'm gonna reflip it, just change up the view. But we had a promo with Paul Heyman as he came out to do a shoot, pretty much shoot style on all the WWE guys who came to Crash as they were harassing the fans and all the former ECW guys all night long. Angle was very vocal, JBL was very vocal, Bischoff and Edge. But there were Heyman just goes like Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays. That's why JBL was only champ for a year. Matt freaking Hardy, Hydra wife sits Edge. Just like it was just a great promo that got the fans pumped up, and it was just incredible. Great promo. And then our final match is between Tommy Dreamer and Sandman versus the Dudley Boys. A lot of people. This is a really mixed match for me, as it was cool to see all the run-ins and all the cameo appearances and the promos and everything like that and the violence. But at the same time, it got annoying at points. It was just I did not like it. It was just it didn't look good. It was violent and stuff, but it just didn't look good. The finish was awesome with the flaming table, and what happened after the match with the huge brawl and then Stone Cold coming out was cool. The match itself, though, wasn't the greatest way for me to end out the show. I know these four could have had a way better match. Maybe if they didn't, because the run-ins were cool, but at the same time they were way too frequent, way too. It was just a waste. It was really no point. But a lot of people rate this match really high. I don't really, just because it's cool. I don't really. I would actually, all honesty, I would probably rate this a 6 out of 10. Just because I was a little annoyed with the run-ins, but at the same time, I respect what these four guys put into it, as the crowd was obviously into it. ECW, back for one night only, for first time in 4.5 years. So I completely understand they wanted to get as much guys in there as possible. So, but that finishes the show with and then Stone Cold came in, break up the brawl pretty much, and he celebrated and toasted to all the ECW guys, which was a really cool way to end out the show. Obviously, everyone knew what happened. Everyone loved ECW, and ECW came back as its own brand a year later at One Night Stand. So, what do you guys think of this pay-per-view? Is it amongst your favorite pay-per-views of all time? For me, it's probably a top 25 of all time for me. It's definitely one of my favorite June pay-per-views, as I know my last video was on King of the Ring 2002, which you guys could check out. But just ironically, the two June pay-per-views. But tell me what you guys think. I'm having really fun with these reviews. Tell me what you think of my new camera, quality-wise. And make sure to check out my channel, Big Bernie Cools. Make sure to subscribe.